And welcome back to Terraria Blue Mage playthrough, where last episode, you didn't get to see what happened because my video got corrupted. It's one of the ones I couldn't salvage any useful data from. Unfortunate, but you know what, it's happened. And so far, it's only the second time it's happened in 2 years, so I'll take it. Yeah, not that bad, but it's bad. Luckily, you didn't really miss a lot off camera. All I did was well, basically I took what money and gnomes we had and tried to reforge our water bolt. Imagine me screaming at the goblin for 5 minutes. Because after that, I had to go grind up some more money. Spent me another couple hours doing that. Off camera, don't worry. I'm gonna come back and do it again. And to fail again for another 5 minutes. So, long story short, I have a gold and a couple gnomes left to my name, but I finally got to be mythical. Which we want because of the damage, the mana cost. Honestly, it's all good. But we have that. The other thing you missed was if I come over here to my inventory, or my storage area, was I made a useful tool for what we're going to be doing. Where is it? Wrong storage area. That's where I have all my flying stuff I'm working on. I can jump high into the sky. No, I was right here. Yeah, this is where I put it. I got an obsidian skull. In case you're wondering, you just craft out like 20 or 30 pieces of obsidian. And yes, you make obsidian the way you think. Water plus lava equals obsidian. Now the reason I got the obsidian skull, well, if we read it, grants ability to fire blocks, which is pretty much everywhere in the Underworld. So rather than constantly taking fire damage and being careful about where we're stepping, we are going to combine that with our cobalt shield. We'll have to reforge it later, don't remind me. Into an obsidian shield. Which, more defense. Except for the fact that it's armored, we want it to be lucky. But immune to knockback and fire, so yes, we now don't take fire damage. Which is nice, because we're going to the Underworld again today. And the purpose of that is 2 things. 1, we will be... let's see, we will be... I'm trying to remember what I did and didn't do off camera in between episodes. Let's see, we will be... Oh yeah, I remember now. Sorry about that. I'll be looking for obsidian chests for the key we got, as well as building a little platform for farming up future demons and imps. But we kind of need the items we're looking for before we can farm. Makes sense, right? So, let's go all the way down, and I'll show you how we're going to do this. I really need the shell phone so I can teleport to the Underworld no problem. Now we're going to jump, make sure we don't take as much fall damage, and there we go. So here we are in the Underworld, and now we can take fall damage. No, we can walk on fire bricks and things like that, and not have to worry about it at all. We still take damage from lava, because we don't have that upgrade. It's, I believe, the Obsidian Rose, correct? Yeah, it's part of the Terra boots. You can get the Obsidian Rose, and it makes you like immune to lava for 5 or 10 seconds. It's useful, but that's for off-screen grinding. As well as upgrading our tools, which I completely forgot about because I just wanted to reforge. So we're looking for obsidian chests and a decent spot to build a farm. What kind of farm? Actually, this looks like a good spot. Alright, I will mark it with a couple pieces of wood. Boop, boop, boop. There, marked for future. We're looking for obsidian chests, because we're looking for, I forget what it's called, but it's a weapon that basically the imps use. AKA, another blue mage spell. So, come on, let's find one on camera, or a couple on camera, and then I'll find the rest. There's a lot spread out, and there's no guarantee I will find one. Unfortunately. Luckily, fishing's a thing. But I'd rather not do everything off camera. I'd like to get some done on camera. Alright, careful. There's a demon. Waiting for us. Because why wouldn't they be? And bees. Take care of them, bees. Yes, I know I have my water bolt, but I panicked. And now there's an imp firing at us. open the door, and get obliterated. See, that's the power of Water Bolt. And I'm still taking ridiculous amount, but here we go. Our first obsidian chest, and let's see, we got the Ruthless Dark Lance. Worthless to us. We got our Ornate Key, which means new pet. We got a treasure magnet. I think has a use somewhere. Some gold, some tungsten bullets, some extra potions, a mana regen, and a teleportation. Nice. I'm going to put these in the piggy bank so I don't accidentally use them. And very quickly, we take a lot of damage here. A lot. And when you consider we're playing a mage who has like no armor whatsoever. Oh yeah, that's our mimic. Too bad you don't work like a chest. Get away from me. Alright, bees, save me please. I like them just because of the lock-on. That's why I still use it. And there's no shadow chest in here. Alright, we are at half health. We used a potion. Yeah, it's incredibly dangerous for us, but mages are squishy because of their overwhelming power, so gotta take the good with the bad. And I think I may have mentioned it last episode, but I think it's fun we've gone full-on mage build, despite the fact that we were using a variety of magic abilities at the beginning. It kind of suits blue mage build. I mean, to be fair, if we had a stronger weapon that an enemy used, we'd be using that. But I mean, what we have available to us, Orbo, we have Knight's Edge, an incredibly strong sword for melee playthroughs. I think I may have used it already, I don't know. But no enemy uses that. So melee's out of the question. They also have like the flare mace thing, but no enemy attacks with a weapon like that. No enemy attacks with a dark lance. So melee's out of the question. Range. We have the Hellwing bow, it shoots bats. Technically could be justified if we had to, but we don't. The justification being, well, bats run into us, so maybe we learn how to do that. Yeah, but it's a rapid fire bow. It's not exactly the same as running into an enemy to damage them as a bat. So that's what you would call a, if we were in dire straits and needed a better weapon. We have Summoner. Obviously, summoners don't really work with blue mages. We can't... Actually, yeah, they just don't work at all, because anything that's summoned goes away, so... Summoner's pretty much out of the question, especially whips. I don't think any enemy attacks with anything like a whip. The closest being, what, the, like, man-eaters in the jungle? But even then, that's a very big stretch. And so we're left with Mage. I don't mind. I think I've played Mage the most. Summoner used to be my favorite, but ever since Melee got the change, I've loved doing Melee playthroughs. And after this, we'll start doing traditional playthroughs. Once I get through every class's traditional playthrough, then we can go back to doing challenges or other activities we might have planned. And I'm finding absolutely no shadow chests. I found one. We actually had a metal detector from a nymph in the underground area. Because they let you know if there's chests nearby, and because we're underground, there can only be one kind of chest. And these are hellbrick, which burn you if you walk on them, which is why we need the obsidian skull. Oh good, one more shadow chest. Okay, if there's nothing in here, we'll call it, and I'll go build or show you the farm we're going to use to farm up enemies. Nothing extraordinary, but... You know, I like to show my work, and I forgot lava slime to do that. It's a nice source of lava, but so annoying. Okay, give me what I want. That what I want. I think it might be, so we might have gotten lucky. Let's see, Flame Lash. Yep, there it is. The Imp's attack. Flame Lash. So we did it. We can't use it. How did that happen? But we have it. So, as you saw, imps throw fireballs. They go through walls, but they throw fireballs. Well, this is kind of like it, because as you can see, it is a fireball. But the difference is we can control it, it doesn't go through walls, and it actually, I believe, has a lock-on. Let me see, where's an enemy? Oh, there we go. Out of my way. And look at that, another slime banner. Where's an enemy? There should be one over here in my boss arena. Right? Where are the enemies? Trying to show off my new spell. I can't use it effectively, but I think there's a lock on. Okay, is it the wrong time of day or something? Everybody asleep? There we go. Okay, yeah, as you can see, it does have a homing ability. It's incredibly powerful, and the fact that you can control it makes it an amazing weapon. But we can't use it, because we don't need this anymore, but we'll hold on to it. The banner for the imps, yes. Which means it's time for a little bit of a farm. Luckily, it's not the most complicated farm. We'll build it real quick, won't take but a few minutes. And then I have work to do on camera. Oh, wait a second. Before I forget again, because I keep forgetting to do this. 1 second. And there we go, let there be music. I've turned on music for every other game, but I keep forgetting to do Terraria. My bad, Terraria, I'm sorry. I love the music in this game, I'm sorry I keep forgetting. I'm not gonna waste any potions. Oh, I did. My bad. Alright, let's try not to take fall damage. I can't see myself. And jump. We got it. I gotta work on upgrades, but let's do the mandatory stuff first. Shall we? Alright, our mimic is frozen. Always a good sign. Alright, get the light on so we can see again. Alright, here we are at the bottom, and let's see if the invisibility potion actually does its job. I know what it's supposed to do, but let's see if it actually does it. Alright, let's grapple our way through to where we said, right here where we're going to build the farm. So obviously for a farm, we need platforms. Which I'm building. So yeah, this will be worthless. So we need a platform to obviously catch the items. And we're not using wooden platforms because I believe lava destroys them. We just need a nice open area for enemies to spawn. High enough off the ground that, you know, the bone serpents don't hopefully spawn. But we're not done yet. If it was that easy, I wouldn't be building a farm. Water bolt. So yeah, you see, their spells are kind of like the Flame Lash. And come on, give me what I want. No, that would have been nice. There's the serpent. Alright, let's finish this off. I'm burning. Okay, so that's where I would normally stop, right? Flying enemies like, whatchamacallit, like the demon will spawn up here if they drop a book, or the voodoo doll is not going to fall into lava and we lose it. But that's not it. Because we have a little thing to deal with called lava slimes. And lava slimes drop lava when they're destroyed. So yeah, if I don't do this, lava's gonna pile up in my farm. Which is not what we want. And unfortunately this isn't an optimized farm because imps can spawn in here and all that good stuff. But it works for what we need. Simple, basic, but effective. Now all we're going to do is sit here and hope imps and demons spawn. And if they don't, I'll just repeat this maybe somewhere over here. So that's the basic farm. We got what we wanted done in today's episode. We were able to get the Flame Lash, which is very nice. But now I got to farm imps until I'm not, you know, I might actually get the banner, might not. But I've already shown I can defeat imps and demons. Just gonna die a whole bunch in the process. So next episode, I should have all my upgrades done. I'll have a nice chunk of gold for reforging our new weapons. I should have our accessories changed and maxed out, which is just a lot of farming. So I've shown you the basics of how they farm. I'll do it all off camera. I'll farm the enemies to get our demon scythe. We get the banners, or as close as we can to it, trying to go over, but I'm probably gonna. Have our upgraded tools. We should have Molten Pickaxe, which we get from the Shadow Pickaxe, which we get from defeating Eye Cthulhu and Brain Cthulhu again. Real easy to do with our Water Bolt. We'll also get the flaming ham axe, which pretty obvious from the molten ham axe and whatever. I got that to do off camera, but we have our next spell we're going to get acquired. And I gotta think of names for these. But that's my problem, not yours. So yeah, I think next episode, we will just recap everything we did, and get ready for Wall of Flesh, and then it's time to fight Wall of Flesh, 5-6 times. Right, Orbo? Actually, I don't struggle against Wall of Flesh as much as I used to. Melee's really easy now, before that used to be nearly impossible. Summoners are still difficult, but a lot easier. But mages and archers usually destroy Wall of Flesh, no trouble at all. Bows, guns, magic, doesn't matter, just eviscerates Wall of Flesh. Maybe, though, I'll go try to get our other armor. Anyways, that's for me to do. I'll explain next episode, don't worry. We are done. And we've reclaimed our lost footage. Hooray. Well, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed gaming. This has been The Mechanist, logging off. Until next time.